Hey guys, so we're back out here on the line to check this stuff we put out the other day, and you see the bucks are rutting. There's a pretty big deer track there. I don't see much for mink tracks at all, or mink sign at all. And this is snow covered. It froze like heck here, like it froze rock solid since I was here last, so just should have brought an axe with me in case the trap's frozen, but I don't think it is. You can see it's kind of open over there. Lots of squirrel tracks on this side of the line. Again, not a pile of marten tracks either, unfortunately. So I pulled all my colony traps. I didn't get anything in there. It looked like an otter ripped the door off the one though, so I thought it was kind of weird. But there's our trap right there. And let me throw this stuff up here. I got my marten lure with me. We got a marten box just over by the road here to check. And I got this 110. I'm going to swap it out for 110 with a HEGs bracket on it, or a HEGs bracket on it. So, let's see what we got. Or if it's just frozen, which it kind of looks like. So nothing in that guy. I think what I'm going to do is, I think I'm just going to put it on the HEGs bracket and do the same thing. Just tuck it right under here. So, I don't have a whole lot of experience with these HEGs brackets. I put this on the inside of the eyelet as kind of an experiment. I've seen most of them go on the outside, but basically it slides up and down this 3/8 rod really well. And then it's kind of locked into place wherever you put it. So, gonna try it, see what we end up thinking about it, but yeah, I think I'm gonna go back under where I was. Yeah, so I got it in there. I just want a stick over top of it. I still don't. Oh, it's not good. Oh, there it goes. There's that. So I put it back under there again, kind of hidden underneath all that stuff. And my thoughts behind it anyway is those mink are going to be coming up. The open water's here. They're going to swim up the calmer water on the side because that's where it's easier to go through. Pop up there. Or even if they're running around hunting on the side, they're going to jump in the water here, come underneath the ice, and down the edge is my idea anyway. So I've got the 110 on the HEGs bracket, my fiberglass pole, and I tied the trap off just in case something happens. Worst case scenario, I'm gonna lose the 3/8 rod, but hopefully not. So I run these boxes same way I'm running my mink sets and that sort of thing. Got my meat on a wire, shove the pigtail up through, and give it a little twist. Body grip I've had hanging in the tree here, ready to go. Just twist my triggers out in a V. That might be a little too big actually. There we go. And then I had some commercial Marten Fisher lure I was using, and now a friend gave me some of his stuff that he swears by. So I've got it here, and of course I have no nose, so I couldn't tell you if it smells good or not. I can see it's heavily castor based. So break off a stick. So I don't know. See if this stuff's gonna work. The only thing I can say about this is I prefer lure that's been aged for a while. I find that everything kind of blends together, and the baits or the lures tend to get better. But yeah, just this stuff looks pretty fresh, and the castor is really hard to pull apart. It's stringy in here still, so but I'll show you. This is what we're looking at. So I've got my trap up there. You can literally see the road is right there. So I'm going to be coming past with a pair of binoculars and looking from down here to see if there's a marten hanging, because I got my wire tied off out on this branch here actually. So right here I got it tied off. So marten's going to be hanging somewhere out here. I should be able to see it with binoculars from the road. When you look up inside, there's my meat at the top of the box. So, and I put a little bit of lure here, a little bit of lure up on top of there, and I left my stick at the bottom. So yeah, that's kind of what we're doing with this road line. We've got a snowmobile line as well set up. There's about 50 boxes out there. My junior's doing all that stuff, and that's actually who gave me this lure. So yeah, he's doing that, and I'm working on this road line. So I don't know how much success we're gonna have, and hopefully we don't have stolen traps and that sort of thing, but that's kind of the risk we're taking here. So see where the marten are this year anyway. This is the first year on the trap line, so we're on this trap line. So well, our mink sits down here. I can see the rods there, and it doesn't look like the lock's at the bottom, so I'm guessing it's froze solid. We'll come back. But coyotes were up here. I'm wondering if they got the bait. They tried pulling rocks out of the back, but yeah. I see over there would be a good spot for like a bottom edge set or a body grip, that sort of thing. It's too shallow for a foothold. Here in Alberta, we have to make sure our animals are held under the water. They can't be able to get back up above, so you can't just set a foothold in shallow water, unfortunately. But tons of squirrel tracks. Again, not seeing any mink tracks here. And our crossover's still here. I think we're gonna pull this just because we're gonna end up catching an otter in there. But so I'm gonna pull this one out. Then we'll go check that mink trap and that other beaver trap. Well, I got the trap out of there. It was froze solid, unfortunately. Hit it with the axe here, so ended up twisting that lever on it. So I'll have to take that back to the bench. Really sucks. I've never caught anything in it, and I've already bent the damn trap. So my fault. But yeah, we'll pull these mink traps. We're gonna leave that one down over there, just because we've got the marten box here anyway. And I might set up a lynx box in here, because I would be shocked if they're not coming through. So I'll get that ready, It's not December 1st, so we can't set the trap, but I can put the box and some bait in it and get that ready. Well, looks like we have another frozen trap here, so I'll go ahead and take that out and see if I can set you up here where you can see what I'm doing. Oh, I can't see anything through the ice, so I don't think I have anything caught. Let's see. Yeah, I can still see the bars of the trap. There's nothing. It's still set. I came a little bit more prepared today than I was last time, but I still don't like the axe for doing this because you get so friggin' wet with all the splashback. Somehow. Oh. Shoot. There we go. Wire's a little bit broken here, but it's still good. Just the last 3 inches are split, so yeah. Well, we'll go put that Lynx cubby up. I'll show you what that's looking like. Okay, so this one took a little bit longer than I wanted to. So again, we're right by the road. So I wanted it somewhere nobody's ever going to see it from the road. So that's why I put it down here. Now again, with binoculars, if there's something caught, you might be able to see something through here, possibly through this way. But chances are I'm going to have to walk in no matter what. But I have the mink set right here, so it's not too bad. Now the idea I have, because again, I don't want it to be seen from the road. So CD is gonna tip off any grader operator, that sort of thing, same with the wings. So I'm hoping there's gonna be a lynx coming down through here. Now, the north is this way, northwest is kinda over this way. So that wind's gonna be blowing here, across the creek and over to there where they might be hunting. And I'm sure they'll be looking for squirrels up through there. They should be able to see this blow around in the wind. This guy here, I forgot to bring fishing line. So I actually made a loop with my my heavy wire, my 14 gauge, and I have it there. So it blows pretty good in the wind. Like even with a little breeze, it's gonna move around quite a bit. Then for bait, we've got our goose in there, secured in the back. Usually I have fender washers for these, but I didn't bring them today, so I just used a piece of spruce and put 2 screws in it. I put some logs up here for steps. A friend of mine's been doing that. He says that's been the game changer on it, making them step up. So I'm hoping this is stable enough that a lynx will feel comfortable to step up on it. And we got a snare right here because they do like to walk around. And then another one right back here. And I made sure to keep the whole area nice and clean back in here on either side so they can walk through. And actually, wipe these off. So there you go. That cat has a good walk through now. It can go straight through that way if it wants. But so the season's not open yet. We can't put any traps up for lynx. I'm gonna bring pliers when I come back and tighten this one up, just because somehow I managed to lose my fencing pliers on the way in. So yeah, put these loops up. when I come back, like I said, I'll bring pliers to tighten those two up, and I'll bring a 330 to put in there and more bait. So that's what I'm gonna use for lynx at this spot. But let's head off and see what else we can get set up. I checked all my traps here. I got nothing left to check, so it's just gonna be setting the rest of the day. Well, setting up another lynx spot here. So I ended up finding this cut line after I had already set my lynx stuff up. So right up there, you can see where the truck is parked is obviously the road going that way. So I don't want to set anything here where anybody could see. I also don't want to set, because I'd like to hang my bait right off this branch in front of the truck, but unfortunately it's too easy for the grader operators to see. So I have a wing hanging right here, and I'll take you up through it. I packed this trail down for lynx. Packing trails or making trails like this works. They aren't afraid of scent at all. So I have one snare is going to be right in there on this leaning pole. When that lynx gets caught, he's going to screw off with this pole. So I'll have to go find him. He won't go far because that's about 10 feet or so. And then, like I said, I got the wing hanging here. There's my box, and I actually have a Marten box right over there. But yeah, so this is a trail that was already being used by deer mostly, coyotes too. And then I also went and put a snare just right over there, that nice little walk-through trail there. And I don't see any other spots that really scream like they need a snare, so probably gonna call that good here. And we'll head off to the next spot.